What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome to round 15 of my Lewis Hamilton challenge with the Sochi Autodrome even for the Russian Grand Prix, and it's going to be a pretty exciting one. The last few have been awesome, and if you haven't seen them already, you really need to check them out because the title challenge is hotting up. I'm only 12 points behind Rosberg right now, and it's getting very exciting between the two Mercedes drivers. He's on pole for the first time in a while, so he obviously has the major advantage here, and he has a great chance of winning the Russian Grand Prix. So I do actually have a new wheel. My old wheel was playing up the Thrustmaster TX, I think it's called, but now I've gone for I've forgotten what it's called, but it's the basic Ferrari Thrustmaster one without force feedback, and I actually prefer it, which is the weird thing. So I do look a bit twitchy in the early stages. I didn't put any practice in on that wheel before this race, so try and give me a bit of patience with that, but I do improve quite a bit. And actually, the wheel without force feedback, it's surprisingly good. It's only got 360 degrees, but still it's a nice wheel, and I'd highly recommend it. So we're on the grid for the start of the Russian Grand Prix. Looking forward to this. 4 lights 5, and away we go. We get a respectable start, but with such a long run to turn 1, we should get a number of positions here. Up to Rich Mix, getting Stevens, he's pinching us on the curb, but we get up the inside of him, and Merry should get ahead of Alonso as well. Buttons all the way up in 12th or something. He had a decent qualifying session, but we go up the inside, get 5 positions, so a good start there. Just behind Carlos Sainz in the Toro Rosso, and look at the grip we have in turn 3. That just shows how good our current setup is. Up the inside of Sainz, up the inside of Button. We're a bit twitchy on the brake, we make slight contact, he's coming back at me, but I've got the inside line for this next corner and I should get it done. Up to 13th, what a great start this has been, and the wheel's feeling fantastic. I do look very twitchy indeed, but the feedback you get, without force feedback as well, it just felt brilliant and I really enjoyed it. Here we go, trying to get past Perez in the Force India. We're really close to the top 10 already, which hasn't really happened for quite a long time. Getting into the top 10 on the first lap, but this is a track that really suits our cars. The long straight, it's really a curvy straight like Valencia used to be, so it should make DRS overtakes pretty interesting and pretty tricky. But we're trying to go around the outside, the forcing, we've broken far too late into the back of Maldonado, and the amount of front wings are broken this season. I'm so lucky to not break another one there. Luckily, the Lotus didn't have such a sturdy back end and I didn't just smash it off. But up the inside of Maldonado there, he broke early again, and now up to 11th. And then soon we should be on the back of Grosjean, and that did happen on the second lap. The exit of turn 3 is fantastic, and we're all over the back of the Lotus and looking to get into the top 10. We're not too far behind the leaders, but Rosberg looks like he's already got a decent lead on second place, which is a Williams if I'm not mistaken. Dispatched to Grosjean there, great late braking move, and now you can just see how easy we catch up to the back of these midfield runners. It's so easy to corner cut as well on this track, but I try my best not to. But unlike the AI, the human player can just take advantage of cutting the corners but keeping the tyres on the track. The curbs on this game usually don't really affect the car as Nasser squeezes us towards the wall, but we should have the inside line here to get the move done. But I brake incredibly early. I must have forgotten where the braking zone was there. But yeah, trying to get back past Nasser here. The additional grip there, great traction up the inside to get the move done up into 9th. But yeah, as I was saying there, you can see here we can use all of the curbs, which the AI aren't programmed to do. And obviously the curbs in real life, like the orange inside curbs there, are really quite high and deter the drivers from going over them. But on this game you can easily do it, which gives you an advantage against the AI, but you want a balanced race really. But enough about that, we're about to overtake a Red Bull, and with DRS against the Renault power unit, this should be pretty simple even with him having DRS. So up the inside of Kvyat, up into 7th, and now we're just behind Nico Hülkenberg, who's had a decent race. Force India really haven't scored many points this season in my Lewis Hamilton challenge here. They must have like 14 points all season, and considering some of the positions Hülkenberg and Perez have been in this season, it's a real shock. Because the lower teams don't seem to score many points. It's seriously dominated by the top teams, Mercedes, Ferrari, because there's not that many retirements really, and the teams at the top are so overpowered. But we're all absolutely in the grill of Hulkenberg. We've got to get past him. He's slowing me up, and we're going all over the track just to try and get past. But I think DRS here is going to be the best opportunity. We get a solid exit, decent traction, slipstream, DRS. Simple move once again with the Mercedes, and yeah, it is pretty simple to make overtakes in this car. So for Season 3, which I have thought about, I will be going in a potential championship winning team, but not too easy. I'll leave that out there, so that's something to look forward to for Season 3. And now we're about to try and overtake another Red Bull and try and take 5th position on the outside of Ricciardo, and confirmation of how easy it is with some teams. Obviously against the Mercedes power unit it's a lot more tricky, and the Ferrari one, to be fair, when it's in the back of the Ferrari. But yeah, lap 4 and we're already up into 5th place, so this has been a very good start to this race. And yeah, I think the win is definitely on the cards. When you make up these many positions this quickly, then you've got a great shot, and Rosberg hasn't scampered away too much. As I set the fastest lap of the race, I'm definitely on form here. And yeah, this race is looking like a one-stopper, so tyre wear isn't an issue around here. We saw in the first race where Rosberg pitted on the first lap and then went the rest of the race on the harder tyres. So yeah, one stop. It's a shame because I do like the strategic element of these races, but we're going for the inside line of Massa. The AI are squeezing me against that wall. I don't think they're expecting me to go for that move. But I'm brake too late, we've locked up, we've gone wide, just avoiding the barrier. I've done that so many times over the past 2 games. So many times gone into that wall, so we were lucky not to hit it. And it gave me memories of a league race on F1 2014, where the wheel, well, the pad was so OP compared to the wheel, and I was at the back of the field, had no grip, had no confidence, and was just horrible on this game around this track. And it gave me bad first impressions of the Russian Grand Prix, did F1 2014, but I actually quite like this track this year. The racing, it's not so good in real life, but what can you do? As we go up the inside of Massa, 4th place is ours if we can get the braking done correctly. Yes, we do. And there we go, we're a few seconds off the podium already, trying to track down the 2 Ferraris, and now we're on the back of Kimi Räikkönen on lap 8. We're about to get DRS, and we're about to try and make a move to get into the podium positions using the slipstream of DRS. We're going for a move that we've used quite a lot so far this race. DRS has been very effective for us, and that's probably the best place to overtake on the track, thinking about it, because I close up to the back of the AI so quickly in the middle sector. As we look into the distance, we have Vettel in our sights, but we need to watch out for Räikkönen down this DRS straight on the start-finish line, because even though we got the move done quite easily, he might come back at us down here if we don't get a good exit. Not too bad, but he will get DRS. He's right behind me. I didn't get a bad exit, but Räikkönen must have got an absolutely epic one. He's already side by side from me, so with DRS I'm using Rich Mix to defend. We're side by side going into turn 1. What is going to happen here? He's actually outbroken me, so I've got to try and make it round the outside, and yes, got the move done. That was a great battle there with Kimi, and now I need to use the Rich Mix to get away, try and close in on Vettel. So my scheduled pit stop was lap 12. I finally got into the DRS zone of Vettel, and yeah, it's time to pit, I reckon. I'm going to tell my team that I'm boxing this lap, so I'll be coming in to put on the prime tyres, and I'm going to see if Vettel pits as well. That'd make things pretty interesting. I'm not that far behind him as Rosberg goes into the pits. Got to go to standard, got to go round again. Thank you guys. Favouring Nico. I see what's going on here. No wonder Lewis is always moaning about the team. Ah well, we're gonna have to make the overcut work, which I don't think it will, so Rosberg will get a bigger lead. Vettel probably will maintain second, so we've gone wide. That tricky pit entry Corner cutting, really? I can't believe we got a warning for corner cutting. That makes no sense. So me and Kimmy, the number 2 drivers, clearly are coming into the pits for our pit stops. Let's have a good one onto the primes. Hopefully our only stop. There's Kimmy ahead. And Rosberg obviously came out in first. And there's Vettel. We're actually closer to him. Obviously it'll be better to find out the actual distance when my tyres are up to temperature. But yeah, the distance isn't too bad. We've got 14 laps to go. Make that 13 as we're on to lap 15. We've got the confidence of these tyres. And now we've got the DRS to close in on the back of Sebastian. Now we're going to go for a move into this braking zone. It's actually a very tricky braking zone because you're not braking in a straight line, which is the easiest type of braking. But we get great grip here. We're going up the inside of Vettel. Are we going to get the move for second place? Late braking. It's very late indeed. We've got a bit wide. We forced Vettel wide as well, but we got the move done as we nearly hit the inside wall there, trying to cut the corner as much as possible. I'm kind of thinking that move was a little unnecessary because, like before, Vettel could come straight back at me, but I think I get a pretty good exit here. Fastest lap of the race as well, just to top it off. And is Vettel close enough? I don't think he is looking back in the mirrors. No, he's not. And so we've solidified second place, and we're not far behind Rosberg at all. We've got a great shot of winning this race. We've got enough fuel to go on the rich mix for a few laps. So let's see how we do. And now on to lap 20. There's not long to go, but we're on the back of Rosberg. We're closing in. He's feeling the pressure. Once again, he's felt it a few times this season as I've overtaken him to take the race victory. And now coming into the DRS zone, I've overtaken a number of cars down here. So I'm trying to make Rosberg my final victim of this race. But we're closing in, closing in. Are we going to have enough? We're going to try. He's squeezing us up against the wall. That was so close. We're on the outside. We lost a bit of control. We're both locking up. Oh, that was intense. I totally could have done a Carlos Sainz from real life. I actually haven't seen that crash. I've seen like photos of that and the car absolutely destroyed, but I'm going to guess that was kind of similar. But yeah, onto the back of Rosberg. We should get a shot into the DRS zone on the start-finish straight. Let's see if we can get the move done. We go slightly wide. What? Exceeded track limits, 5-second penalty. We've got to see this. What the hell is this? Right, I go slightly wide. If anything, I lose time. That's a disgraceful penalty. No, Codemasters. If you haven't seen my last league race, the British Grand Prix, I got disqualified for one incident. I made contact with another car. Fair enough, it was my fault, but still. Disqualified for multiple incidents when I crashed once and didn't get a penalty at all before that. This penalty system is messed up as I take the lead from Nico. Feeling angry at this point. Now I've got to stretch out a lead of at least 5 seconds to win this race. And just to confirm what's happened in this race, let's have a look at the incidents. That one on lap 13, as we saw in the video, was the corner cut where I broke a little bit too late for the pit entry. Wasn't a corner cut. I think that's a very harsh penalty. Come on, guys. Come on, Codemasters. What the hell? So basically from now on we're looking at the gap at the top left. What's going to be the gap? We need to stretch it out to 5 seconds to win this race. It is 2.8 seconds with 5 laps to go. It's looking good at the moment. Another second would do nicely. That's 3.7. Not too bad. A bit under target, but the closer it gets to 5. 4.1. 4/10 are the tyres not so fresh anymore. 2 laps to go. We've got the 5 seconds. Now we need to pull it out just to be safe. On to the final lap. What is the gap? It's going to be tense. It's 5.4. It's so close. I just need to keep in the zone. Keep the gap. We can do this. We can take the victory and win the Russian Grand Prix. What is the gap at the end of Sector 2? The split is coming up as we take this chicane. It's, oh my god, it's so close. It's just over 5 seconds. We need a clean, fast drive to the line. We've gone up to rich mix, which distracted me slightly. I don't know if we lost a bit of time. We're going to have to scamper to the line. This is so exciting. It's so different as well because there's no cars around me. And it's just a situation you're not in that much. Coming around the final corner. Are we going to do it? We've lost a bit of control. We slide across the line. The hand's going up. Does that suggest a victory? This is so intense. Have we won this? Podium, podium. Vettel. No, we've lost it. Nico is on the top step. I'm absolutely gutted. That is so weird. I thought I'd won it. That's such a weird situation. And I've been screwed by a stupid penalty from Codemasters. Personally, I don't think I deserve that. Please give me your opinion on that situation. But it was an exciting race, I've got to admit that. Hope you did enjoy it. Please leave a like if you did. As we look at the final standings, how close was it? 6/10. I lost 6/10 in the final sector. Disappointing, man. Disappointing. So Nico extends the championship lead. That will be up to 19 points now if my maths is correct. As we look further down, see what I mean? It's the standard top 7 which we get nearly every race. And then Kvyat and Hulkenberg lining out the top 10. Standings there, 19 points. With 4 races to go, this is going to be a great ending to the season. Please subscribe if you want to see all of them. And leave a like if you've enjoyed this race. Vettel, technically he's not out the championship battle, but we'll pretty much say he is. He's battling for 3rd with Kimi, if anything. Well, to be fair, that's probably not going to be a battle because Vettel's going to finish 3rd, basically. Constructors coming up. Have we won it? I can't even think off the top of my head if we've won it. I'll have to work that out in the next video. So, yeah, that's been the Russian Grand Prix. Next time will be Austin, Texas. I'm looking forward to that. Hope to see you then. And goodbye.